Today I'm going to talk about MS and symptoms, my symptoms, questions that I've had conversations with people about. Yeah, it can be a very broad topic, I guess. It can be complicated and I guess I wouldn't say embarrassing thing to talk about, because I guess it would be embarrassing for other people, but not embarrassing to me or anybody else who has MS. I wouldn't say embarrassing. Frustrated and pissed off, I guess I would say, to all of our MS warriors who have MS and deal with it on a daily basis. Super frustrating, I would say, more than anything. One thing I hear a lot of people say, I'm sorry it happened to you. And I guess I would like to correct everybody. It's constantly happening to people who have MS. Because every day, every time that we wake up in the morning, it's constantly happening to us. Because we have absolutely no idea what's going to happen on a daily basis or every second of every day, which is so challenging to all of us. I'm sure everybody who has MS or a chronic illness, for that matter, is so complicated and so hard to explain to anybody who does not have that. To our spouses, to our family members. And I think that's part of the reason why a lot of people who have MS kind of seclude themselves a lot of the time. I know that happens to me, that has happened to me, where I just, I've made myself a lot smaller as far as my unit. I don't go out a ton, and that has to do with things that are happening to myself. I'm having a lot of problems with my eyesight and also my bladder problems that I'm currently dealing with, which really suck. But MS really changes you as a person, your emotions, and also overall just how you feel about yourself. And people change, really, after you find out that you have MS, and after you share that with other people. Your friends and your family really change. They don't know how to deal with it. That's just how it is, unfortunately. They don't want to hear about it, and truly you get tired of talking about it. And if they don't see it on you, they don't think that it's true. And that's how employers are. That's how everybody is. And that's unfortunate. I don't know. It just really sucks. MS really sucks. It really sucks. I mean, I've had it for quite a while, and it makes life really difficult for your entire family. Every day is a challenge. I've got several questions about. I just got my diagnosis, and now I don't know what to do. And I wish that neurologists would take more time and explain it to people, because when you first get your diagnosis, you have no idea what questions to ask, right? I mean, even when you're a first-time mom, you don't know what questions to ask. You've never done it before, right? When I was first diagnosed, the doctor that I had, from the time that I went in, signed my name, at the neurologist's office. And from the time that I was actually diagnosed and told what medicine that I should take, it was a total of 10 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes. And I was there by myself. I was super scared. I came home and called the neurologist's office, and I was pissed. I had no idea what I was doing. I was scared out of my mind, and I knew that it wasn't right for it to take 10 minutes for something that was life-changing. And so I called and spoke to the manager and said, I want you to look at your log and see. I was just diagnosed with MS, and I was there literally for 10 minutes. And they told me to come back tomorrow, and I was there for 20 or so minutes, and still it wasn't long enough. I don't know. Bedside manner in general, it just, they just get you in and out so quickly. It's just hard. I know a lot of people are just so scared after they get the diagnosis. It's just life-changing, and they have no cure. They constantly are changing medicines. And I think I was on 4 or 5 different medicines before I started Tysabri, which is an IV medication once a month, and it just slows the progression of MS, and also slows down the amount of relapses that I have. Because I was having several a month there for a while. I haven't had that many in the last couple of years, and if I do, I just manage them on my own because I hate the Solumedrol. If you do get Solumedrol, it's for people that have a relapse, is what I call them. But it's usually a 5 or 7 day steroid, and you go into the office or the hospital. It's a couple of hours, but it tastes like you're sucking on metal. So I would recommend a mint or even gum. Always take those things with you. And if you're super sick, a nurse will come to your house. I've had that a couple of times, where they come to your house and will hook it up for you. I'm not saying these things to scare you, but it's just reality. It's going to be part of your life, right? Anybody that has MS also has the numbness and tingling and having a hard time staying still, or fatigue all the time, or the tingling that goes down your back. I mean, it's just a constant change every single day. Shaking of your hands, which I have had for several years. Just trying to explain all these different things to anybody is difficult, because I mean, it can change from day to day what's going on with you. Try explaining that to your employer, that certain things were happening 2 days ago and now you are perfectly fine, but tomorrow it could come back. How do you explain that to your employer? Super difficult to explain it to your family members. And it's the sympathy. I mean, we just get to a point where you don't even care if they have sympathy for you. My husband, though, has been amazing. I really appreciate it. Sometimes I have to take a step back and remember, and hopefully other people will hear this. Remember, when you got diagnosed with MS, your immediate family also pretty much was diagnosed with it too, because their lives completely changed, because you completely changed. So everybody had to make a completely different transition in your home, because their lives weren't changed after that diagnosis, right? So I had to change everything, because I have constant pain in my back. So my husband has to always massage my back, acupuncture. I had to do that, physical therapy for a while. I mean, your life completely changes, and you try to be not have your everybody's world revolve around you, because I mean, who wants that, right? I don't know. It's just a lot, and you don't want it to be a lot, but it is. I mean, you didn't ask for it, but you're now a lot. You take up a lot of people's time. It sucks. MS sucks. And you have to be a warrior, and you have to be an advocate for yourself, because doctors are going to look at you like you are crazy, and that you don't know what you're talking about, and some neurologists and doctors are going to say that pain and MS do not go together, and that is absolutely not true. 100% not true, because I have lived with pain from the time that I was diagnosed. Actually, before I was diagnosed, I've lived with pain every day of my life. And so they do not know what they're talking about. And don't let a doctor tell you you are not feeling what you're feeling, because they have no idea. So advocate for yourself. Okay, I'm not ranting anymore. This is my first video just about MS. I mean, this is my 4th video. I've always wanted to do videos about about MS on YouTube, because I have a lot to say about it. I hate it, and I know a lot of people who are just being diagnosed with MS and are scared, and it is a scary disease every day. So if you have any questions or would like to do a live and speak to other people who have this disease, we can do that. I don't know, guys. I don't have people around me really that have this disease, so I would like to talk to